Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaker on Capnclydes MTG. Everything's back in order. I'm back on my right sleep schedule. Traveling's over for the brief moment, and we're gonna get back to scheduling our normal videos. Plus, stay tuned. Also, we have the new Fractured Crown box opening series coming from Grand Archive. Cannot wait. I'm excited about the set. I should have them by the beginning of next week sometime. Hopefully Monday or Tuesday we can start doing some box openings and see the sweet new art and the cards. So today though, what we got is all the new Commander and Jumpstart cards added in the whoa set Wilds of Eldraine. So don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Keeps the sponsor free because that's how we like it. Because look, heaven forbid I make money. Jesus Christ. Anyway, moving on. All right, so next we have, or first we have the cards from Jumpstart. We have Experimental Confectioner. Black and 2 for this 2/3. When it enters the battlefield, you get a food, and whenever you sacrifice a food, you get a 1/1 black rat that can't block. Pretty cool for those food decks, not gonna lie. That's so disgusting. Like, unsanitary. Where's OSHA? Anyway, moving on. Next, we have Storyteller Pixie. Blue and 3 for this 3/3 flyer. Whenever you cast an adventure spell, draw a card. That's what we needed, a 4 mana Innkeeper. Just fantastic. But at least it's blue and not green, because that's really going to stop them from putting that in the same deck. Not. But still, it's probably a cool card. Next, we have Malevolent Witch Kite. So 2 black and 4 for this 5/4 flyer. Whenever it enters the battlefield, sacrifice any number of artifacts, enchantments, and/or tokens, then draw that many cards. That's kind of cool. There's plenty of cards to do stuff like this, so I don't know if it's going to make its way into any kind of formats or anything, but this is a pretty good card for 6. I won't lie. Especially for Commander. All right, we have Old Flitterfang. Boy, what a picture and what a name. Wow. Black and 4 for this uncommon 3/4 that a flying rat. What the rat fairy? Rat. Now I've seen it all. We have rat fairies. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, create a food token. That sounds horrible. Black and 2, sacrifice another creature or artifact. Old Flitterfang gets +2/+2 to end turn. There's a lot to unpack here, and I've already unpacked my luggage from my trip, so let's just not go there. Next, we have Become Baroots. I'm not really sure what this pig. Oh, it's a pig. It's a pig. Okay. Why does it become? Point being, for red and 1 sorcery, 1 or 2 target creatures each gain haste in a turn. For each of those creatures, create a monster roll token, giving it +1/+1 and trample. Okay, so that's what it's for. +1/+1 and trample for 2 creatures. Fair, fair. Next, we have the Charging Hooligan. Of course, he has a mohawk, and that is the dorkiest picture I've seen in my life. Anyway, red and 3 for a 3/3. Whenever Charging Hooligan attacks, it gets +1/+0 to end a turn for each attacking creature. That'd be a lot more dangerous if it had trample. If a rat is attacking, Charging Hooligan gains trample. Never mind. I'll just shut up now, I guess. Yeah. You know, they probably could have saved a lot of art on this if they just like took a picture of the shit that happens in California. Anyway, moving on. Too soon. Next we have Wildwood Mentor. That is, if that's the size comparison, that is horrifying. A green and 2. That doesn't seem like good mana cost for the size comparison. Anyway, green and 2 for this 1/1. Whenever a token enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on the Mentor. Okay, on second thought, I can see how it gets big. Whenever the Mentor attacks, another target attacking creature is +1/+1 in a turn where X is its power. This is good. Wow, this is the first tree folk I think I've ever seen that looks like it's got some walnuts. But bump. Anyway, moving on. Next we have Provisions Merchant. That's some good art. I ain't gonna lie. It's weird art, but it's good details. So whoever drew that, what is that? Rebecca? I can't read that. Good job. 2 green and 2 for this 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, make a food token. Whenever the merchant attacks, you may sacrifice a food. If you do, attacking creatures get +1/+1 and gain trample to end a turn. Wow, that's a little overrunny. Get it? Eggs over easy. I'm stretching. Okay, I'm tired. Anyway, moving on. Next, we have the Intrepid Truffle Snout. Okay, that's fair. Green and 1 for a 3/1. Whenever it attacks alone, create a food token. Fair. It has Go Hog Wild as the adventure. That's cute. Target creature gets +2/+2 to end a turn. All right, I'm down with that. I get the giggles out of this one. Next we have Ogre Chitterlord. Okay. 2 red and 4 for a 6/5 with Menace. That's alright, I guess. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, create 2 1/1 black rats that can't block. Then if you control 5 or more rats, each rat you control gets +2/+0 to end of turn. Wow, so it's a Titan for rats. It's a rat Titan. Titan rat, mouse Titan, Jerry Titan, Titan Jerry. Anyway, mildly entertaining, but I don't think we need to have a Titan for everything. Anyway, moving on. Next we have Pests of Honor. I like that. White and 2. For this 2/2 has Celebration, which means if 2 more permanents enter the battlefield under control, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on it. Not too shabby. Probably could do a little bit of work. I'm not gonna lie. Next we have Food Coma. Everybody loves a good Food Coma, right? White and 3 enchantment. When Food Coma enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls until Food Coma leaves the battlefield. And, imagine that, you create a food. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, we have Lady of Laughter. 2 white and 3 for a 4/5 flyer with Celebration. So if 2 more permanents enter the battlefield under your control, you get to draw a card. Seems pretty cool for a fairy, although in white seems like an odd place for the fairy to be. But maybe it should be blue because of the draw card. I don't know. Anyway, next we have Rowdy Research, a blue and 6 instant. Wow. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature that attacked this turn. Draw 3 cards. This may actually see some play. In token decks, this could easily be a lot cheaper. If you get this down to 3 mana and drawing 3 cards, or 4 mana drawing 3 cards, this may see play in modern not really standard, because it's jumpstart, but like in modern and older decks, especially Commander, this may become very popular. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, moving on. Next, we have the actual Commander cards that are not in the Commander boxes, but are now new to the set, so look out for them. You have the Throne of Eldraine, 5 colorless. When it enters the battlefield, you choose a color. Tap, add 4 mana of the chosen color. Spend the mana only to cast mono-color spells of that color. For 3 colorless and tap, draw 2 cards. Spend only mana of the chosen color to activate this ability. This is a very interesting mana rock. I like the picture of them kind of kneeling before Kendra's throne and all this other stuff. I'm sure this might be popular in some decks. You don't have to have a monocolor deck to make this work, but monocolor decks out there are going to love this. Like mono green and stuff. This may be a sleeper that people don't realize how good it is until someone breaks it. So you might want to pick one of these up to have it just in case, especially if it comes out cheap. Next we have Bernard Ginger Sculpture, blue, white, green, and 1 human artificer, 3/3. Each creature you control that's a food or a golem gets +2/+2 and has trample. Interesting. You can make food golem decks. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you may exile it. If you do, create a token copy of that creature that's a 1/1 food golem artifact creature in addition that you can also sack for life. This looks like a pretty cool guy to make a deck around. I ain't gonna lie. Especially an artifact deck. Yes, he's colored, but that doesn't matter when everything else you play doesn't have to be. I think I like this. This might be a cool commander. Next we have Corvold, Gleeful Glutton. Oh, Corvold's back, and he's looking a little... I ain't gonna lie, he doesn't look as menacing as he used to. Even though I think he's holding somebody he's getting ready to eat. But anyway, green, red, green, red, black, and 5. So this commander is a mere 8 mana. That doesn't cost much. For a 4/4, it costs 1 less to cast for each card type among permanents you've sacrificed this turn. That's a really weird situation. Anyway, it has flying, trample, haste. It's got flample haste, or somebody down there in the comment section give me a good. I like flample. How do you put haste in flample? Anyway, whenever he deals combat damage to a player, put X +1/+1 counters on Corvold and draw X cards, where X is the number of permanent types among cards in your graveyard. So I'm really confused. Is this about sacrificing stuff? This about Lorgoyf, Corvold? Like, this thing's going so many directions. I don't know how this can be a good card. I'm sure somebody might quote unquote break it, but even at 8 mana, I think at best this is not going to be a commander. It's probably going to be in a dragon deck with dragon themes. It might be able to be the commander of a dragon deck, but I don't know. It's just so expensive. God. I mean, you kill it once, now it costs 10 mana. Jesus. All right, moving on. Next, we have the court cycle. So every color has a court. They all do something different. So let's take a look at them. They're all pretty cool. We have the Court of Arvindale. Every court also costs 4 mana. They cost 2 of the primary color and 2 colorless. So Court Arvindale is white one, so it's 2 white and 2 enchantment. When it comes to the battlefield, you become the monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, return target permanent card, mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the hand. If you're the monarch, return it to the battlefield instead. Powerful rare. Next, we have the Court of Vantress. 2 blue and 2. You're the monarch when you play it. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose up to one other target enchantment or artifact. If you're the monarch, you may create a token that's a copy of it. If you're not the monarch, you may have the Court of Vantress become the copy of it, except it has this ability. Interesting. This is actually one where you could actually maybe lose your court because someone could kill it if it's a creature or something. All right, next we have the Court of Lockwayne. 2 black and 2, you're the monarch when it hits the battlefield. Beginning of your upkeep, exile top card of target opponent's library. You may play that card as long as it remains exiled, and mana of any type may be spent. If you're the monarch until the end of turn, you may cast a spell among cards exiled with Court of Lockwayne without paying its mana cost. All right, this is broken. We got to stop free casting. As cool as this sounds, this is going to get out of hand very fast. Because the minute this guy is the monarch, shit's going to get real. But yeah, so I would definitely probably pick a couple of these up because I think this card is going to get pricey quick. All right, next we have Court of Embereth. 2 red and 2, the red one. You're the monarch when it hits the battlefield. Beginning of your upkeep, create a 3/1 red creature knight token. If you're the monarch, Court of Embereth deals X damage to each opponent where X is the number of creatures you control. That seems good, but at the same time seems very underwhelming after what we just read in the black one. Just putting it out there. So, yeah. All right, and finally, we have the Court of Garenbrig. 2 green and 1. I wonder if that's a misprint. This court's cheaper. Comes in, makes you the monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, distribute 2 +1/+1 counters among 2 target creatures you control. Then if you're the monarch, double a number of +1/+1 counters. That's almost doubling season. And it's cheaper. Maybe this and the black one have so much broken potential. Definitely pick them up if they're less than $10 as soon as you can, guys. I can't stress that enough. If the price goes down and you spent less than $10, I'm sorry I was wrong. I was trying to help out. But more likely than not, these are going to get pricey, I think, in my personal opinion. Tell me down below which court you belong to and which court you want to serve when you get down and dirty inside your Commander game. And with that said, that's all the cards we have for today. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, be kind. And as always, I hope to see you across the game table. And hope to God you're not playing the Black Court of Lockwayne. Jesus Christ, that thing's busted. God.